Hello friends, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to generalize this theorem. In this theorem, we learn that if I have a finite set and a natural number n, and if there exists an onto function from n to a, or there exists an one function from a to nn, or my cardinality of a, that is number of element of a, is then it is less than equal to n. These three statements are equivalent. Over here, on the one of the side, I have this set, right? Today we will be learning a theorem which is generalization of this. Okay? So let us just see the statement of the theorem. Okay, so it's over here. Okay, the statement is if my x and y are the finite sets and there exists an injective function f from x to y, then my cardinality of x is less than equal to the cardinality of y. Means the number of element inside x is less than or equal to the number of element inside y. Okay. This is our claim. So let's just start proving. The trivial case I already wrote. Proof: if x is an empty set, then the number of element is 0, and hence my 0 is less than or equal to any number over here. So hence my cardinality of x is less than equal to cardinality of y, irrespective of using this function is injective, right? Okay. Suppose my x is a non-empty set. Therefore, my cardinality of x is not equal to 0. And what they have given? And my f from x to y is an 1-1 map, right? Injective means what? It is 1-1 map. That means what? There exists some element over here, and over here there will be how many elements? Can this y be an empty set? Answer is no. Since the map is 1-1, there exists at least one element over here. Because there is at least one element over here, so there should be at least one element over here. This set cannot be empty. Otherwise, where will the element of x will go? I know there are some element. Where will they go, right? My map is defined. Since there is a map, therefore, my cardinality of y is not equal to 0. Okay. Now, let us just prove this statement. Okay. So, there are some finite set, correct? So, let my cardinality of x to be small x, correct? Some natural number small x, and cardinality of y, capital Y set, is nothing but small y. Okay. So, in the previous theorems, or I will say the definition of a finite set, if my cardinality of x is small x, then there exists a bijection. There exists a bijection. I give the name f from x to nx, correct? Okay. After that, since the cardinality of this is small y, and there will exist a bijection. I will give another name g from y to nx, or ny. Correct? So my f and g, I cannot use f since I already use f, so I'll just change it to g and h. Okay. So g and h. Okay. So my g is a bijection from x to nx, h is a bijection from y to ny, since the cardinality of x and y respectively. Now ultimately I want to prove this, and I know that if I want to prove this, then I need to prove that I need to prove that my x is less than equal to y. For that, I need to show that there exists an injective map from nx to ny, correct? If there exists an injective map from this to this, then by theorem that we had, if there is an injective map from a to nn, then cardinality of a is less than equal to n, correct? So by using that, I will get cardinality of x is less than equal to y, correct? So now I want an injective map. I know this is bijective, and this f is what? Injective. So I need to play with them. My g starts from x and set ny, but it is what? Bijective. So what I will consider? I will consider g inverse. So from where it start? It start from nx, correct? It's end at x, correct? nx से start होके x पे खत्म होता. Now my x starts from x and end at y. So I will take composition of this with f. So I started with nx, ended at x, then x to y. So now I am at y. Okay. Now this h is nothing from y to ny. So I will compose it this with h. And this will be from y to it is ny. Correct? Okay. Okay, so this composition map is from nx to ny. Now, this is bijective, hence it is injective. This is given injective. This is also injective. Since three of the maps are injective maps, implies my entire this composition is an injective map. Therefore, my H composite F composite G inverse is injective. Injective implies my X is less than equal to Y by using the previous theorem. Okay. So please watch that video in which we have used the previous theorem and then only watch this, right? Because we are using that theorem frequently. Okay. So after this theorem is proved easily. After this, I want to utilize this theorem. Let's see how. In the intro, I have given you notes. Let us just revise those notes once again. Note 1 is from more to less, there is no 1-1 map. And note 2 is from less to more, there is no onto map. What is meaning of this note? If a cardinality of a domain is more than the cardinality of codomain, then there cannot be any 1-to-1 map. Let me just utilize this. Suppose if my f from A to B is in 1-1 map, then I know it cannot be more to less. Correct? Because if it is more to less, means my cardinality of A cannot be more than the cardinality of B. Otherwise, we know that there cannot be 1-1 map. Since there exists a 1-1 map, this implies my cardinality of A is not more than the cardinality of B. That means my cardinality of A is less than or equal to cardinality of B. Correct? If A to B there is a 1-1 map, then cardinality of A is less than equal to cardinality of B. Similarly, let us utilize this. So we know that from less to more there is no onto map. Okay, so let us just use this. Suppose my f from G to A is an onto map, then it cannot be less to more. Hence, it must be more to less. Means my cardinality of A is greater than or equal to cardinality of B. So why I am trying to do this? This statements or this results or this notes are really useful in making different questions. In every competitive exam, you will find at least one question based on this concept from more to less and less to more. Let me just give you an example question. So this is nothing but CSIR net exam 2018 paper, from 2018 paper part C. Correct? Part C means what? There are multiple correct answers from this. Let me read the question. Let S be an infinite set. One more note, this idea can be applied on an infinite sets also. Over here we are proving the things for the finite sets, but this idea can be applied on any cardinality. Okay, so let us just solve this question. How many of this are correct and how many are not? More than one option can be correct in this case. Let S be an infinite set. Which of the following statements are true? Okay, let's just see. First is, if there is an injection from S to N, then S is countable. If there is a surjection from S to N, then S is countable. If there is an injection from N to S, then S is countable. If there is a surjection from N to S, then S is countable. Okay. So what is the meaning of countable? In the previous or in the intro video, I have told you the countable means what? Countable means the cardinality is equal to the cardinality of natural numbers, right? Elif naught in the intro video we have done. If the cardinality is elif naught or less than the elif naught, then we say the set is countable. Okay. The idea of countable will be learned in this unit only in detail. But for now, let us just try to solve this. So, okay, let's see the first option. First option means f from S to N is injective, means it is 1-1. Okay, so if there is a 1-1 function, then my cardinality of S is less than or equal to elif naught, that is cardinality of this. Okay, so I know my cardinality of S cannot be more than this. Correct? It could be finite, but it is not more than this. Hence any finite, or it could be same as alif not. Hence in both of the case we can count this. Hence the set is countable. First is true. From the second, let us see. If there is a surjection from S to N, suppose I consider f from S to N is onto, correct? Surjection. We just now learn if there is an onto map, then the domain is bigger than the codomain. That means my cardinality of S is greater than or equal to my alif naught. Correct? Okay. So that means what? It is bigger than alif naught. Till alif naught, if you have anything, it is countable. Any finite set or having a cardinality alif naught, then it is countable. But this can be bigger than that also. Hence it is not countable, uncountable we say. Hence second is not true. Let us see the third one. If there is an injection from N to S, f from natural number to S is 1 1. Okay. If there is a 1 1 map, then we know my alif naught cardinality of a domain is less than equal to the cardinality of codomain. Means again my cardinality of S can be greater than alif naught, right? So it can be uncountable number also. Hence third is also not right. Let us see the fourth one. If there is a surjection from N to S, then S is countable. Let us just see. F from natural numbers to S is onto. Then we know the domain is bigger. That means my alif naught is bigger than the cardinality of S. Means cardinality of S can take the maximum value alif naught. Correct? Hence the set is countable. So 1 and 4 are the correct choice, and if you correct this too, you get 4.75 marks in CSIR net exam. Okay, so this was one of the application. We will learn in detail about countable and uncountable in finite sets, but I think you guys can digest these things, right? For any doubt and any difficulty, write in the comment box. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please like this video, share it with your friend, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, thank you.